What's going on, guys? Amazing White here, back with another video, and today we're going to be doing the Should You Summon on the KOF Collab and the green Gowther banner. So let's get into it. Alright, so I just wanted to confirm this, but green Halloween Gowther, shout out to the, let me just pull it up actually, I can do it for you guys. If you go to the news on the other languages, right, it actually shows green Gowther here, and this right here says that green Gowther is gonna be on the banner. So the banner is gonna be green Gowther, Omega Rugel, Athena, Mai, and Kyo. So that's gonna be pretty insane. I don't know why they left it out of the global one, because the global one doesn't even show Gowther's little design thing here. So yeah, but it does look like Gowther's going to be on the banner, so I'm going to be taking that into account when doing the Should You Summon. So we're going to be doing the Should You Summon for the KOF and the Gowther. So let's get into the Gowther first. Gowther just came out on the JP version of the game, and he is actually insane. When I first looked at him, I didn't think he'd be that good because of his passive and how he's limited to different races, but Gowther is an unknown race character, and there's not many unknown race characters in the game, and you just slap two other units that are different race and it works. So let's go over his passive first then. Increases all allies attack related stats by 7% at the start of every turn if all allies in the battle are different race. Limit to 5 times, applies when entering battle, resets when two of the same race exist. So this is gonna work when you have basically any units that aren't Gowther's race, and you have to make sure that the other two units aren't the same race either, and you're going to be able to stack up this 7% each turn. And I do think that this would be better than red Gowther in this situation. If you can get this set up, this passive is going to be better than red Gowther's, but I feel like red Gowther's will be more reliable, I guess you can say, for I don't know, book farming and stuff like that. So let's go over his kit. So for his first skill, this is a brand new card. So on the level 3, inflicts damage equal to 180% of attack on all enemies, depletes 2 ultimate move gauge orbs at the end of the enemy's turn for 2 turns. So basically what happens is it's a debuff card, and then what happens after you get the debuff off is on the end of the enemy's turn it takes away the ultimate move gauge so they can't do their ultimates. So pretty dope card right there. And then you guys already know this skill. So on the level 3, it increases skill ranks of all allies and increases basic stats by 20% for 3 turns. The obviously rank up is one of the best cards in the entire game, so super good right there. And then for his ultimate right here, he's gonna inflict 350% of attack on all enemies and deplete 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. When linked up with King, he actually inflicts 400% of attack on all enemies and depletes 5 ultimate move gauge orbs. So green Gowther is gonna be a really good character you want to get, just because of how strong his kit is. And the thing is too, people don't really account for this, but since he's green, you're able to run him on gray hell, and that's gonna speed up your runs on gray hell super insane. You're gonna be clearing it with green king again, and it's gonna be basically extreme gray demon. So this green Gowther is very good unit. Let's go over Kyo now. Kyo, he's gonna be probably the best KOF unit, also with Omega Rugel. They're probably on the same tier of broken. So let's go over Kyo. So for his passive, at the start of every turn, applies 2 ignite effects for 3 turns on all enemies. For each ignite effect on the enemy, reduces the damage dealt to allies by 5%, excluding deathmatch. So this is a pretty broken card, or pretty broken passive right here, because what it does is every turn you apply 2 ignite effects, and then for each ignite effect you reduce damage to allies. So you're reducing the damage received by 30% when you get 6 ignites off, because they only last for 3 turns and you're getting 2 per turn. So you're gonna get 6, and then every turn is gonna reset 6. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep that 30% damage reduction as long as Kyo's on the battle for 3 turns or longer. So he's so good, man. He is so good. That passive is probably one of the best passives in the game. For his first skill right here, he's going to inflict co-destruction damage equal to 425% of attack. So co-destruction is increased damage per debuff on the target. For his second skill, he's going to inflict Scorch damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies, and Scorch increases damage dealt by 25% per ignite on the target. For Kyo's ultimate, he's going to inflict 490% of attack on one enemy and applies 2 ignite effects for 3 turns on all enemies. This can actually scale up to 725% of attack at 6 out of 6. So that's Kyo, very good character. Obviously, if you pull Kyo, big dubs. Let's go over the next character being Omega Rugel. So Omega Rugel, he's going to be up there as one of the main units you want to get. So I'd say the main 3 units you want to get from this banner would be Omega Rugel, Kyo, and Gowther. So those are the 3 units you want to make sure you get if you can. and then it would be Mai and then Athena, but we'll go over Mai and Athena right after Rugel. So for Rugel's passive, when the hero survives with HP below 50%, removes debuffs and fully heals HP, increases stats by 15%. So this increases stats by 15% is not just basic stats, it's literally all your stats. So you're getting 30% lifesteal, okay? People don't take that into account. You're getting what, like 70% pierce rate? This is insane, man. Or yeah, it's 70% pierce rate. That, like, this is insane. Rugel is just like, when you damage this guy, he's gonna full heal, remove the debuffs, and increase all your stats, not even just basic stats. So really broken passive. For his first skill, he's going to inflict pierce damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. And as you guys know, this card is the same card as Blue Demon Meliodas. But if you don't know this, Rugel has 55% base pierce rate, which is higher than Blue Demon Meliodas base. And you guys know how much damage Blue Demon Meliodas does. So Omega Rugel is going to be insane on the pierce team. For his second skill, he's going to inflict damage equal to 300% of attack on one enemy and decrease attack related stats by 40% for 2 turns. This card isn't really as good as his other parts of his kit, but this does like help when you want to like lower the attack on the enemy and do like a single target attack instead of doing the AoE pierce. So there's that. For his ultimate, he's going to inflict charge damage equal to 700% of attack on one enemy, and this can scale up to 1050% at 6 out of 6. Alright, so now let's hop into Mai. So for Mai, she's going to be the character I want the most. Obviously, waifu status, you know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely take any of the other characters I've already listed. But for Mai's passive, when the hero's skills are ranked up, increases basic stats by 15% for 2 turns. So this passive actually works with Gowther on the team. So if you rank up Athena with Gowther, you do actually get the increased basic stats by 15%. So that's pretty dope. For her first skill, she's going to inflict damage equal to 450% of attack on one enemy and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. Pretty good card. Obviously, same card as Green Merlin, which is really good. For her second skill, she's going to inflict amplify damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. So amplify, if you guys know Red Escanor, amplify is a broken card if you can get a ton of buffs on the character. This one's AoE. It's not single target like Escanor's, but it's because it's AoE, it's going to do a little bit less damage, but you're doing a good chunk of damage to everyone with a decent amount of buffs. And then for her ultimate, she's going to inflict damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy and increases the skill ranks of all the hero's skills. This can scale up to 945% of attack at 6 out of 6. So that's where the rank ups come in with Mai's kit, where she can actually give herself the basic stats through the passive with the rank up. So she has a really good kit. I do like her kit a lot. I don't think she is as good as the rest of them, but she's like, if I were to give tiers, it would be Gowther, Omega Rugel, and Kyo at the 1 tier, and then Mai would be right under that, and then Athena would be right under that. So we're gonna go over Athena now. So Athena, for her passive, when allies defeat enemies on allies' turn, reduce all enemies' ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs at the end of your turn in PvP. So at the end of your turn, you're going to reduce the ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs when an ally defeats an enemy, basically. So that's pretty good. For her first skill, she's going to cancel stances on one enemy and inflict damage equal to 500% of attack, then stuns for 1 turn. This is the same card as Blue SSR Arthur, so if you guys have used him, it's a pretty good card. For her second skill, she's going to inflict detonate damage equal to 400% of attack on one enemy. Detonate is pretty good. It's more damage per ultimate move gauge orb the enemy has. And then for her ultimate, she's going to cancel stances on one enemy and inflict damage equal to 700% of attack, and this can scale up to 1050% at 6 out of 6. Alright, so now that I've went over all 5 of the new units coming out on the global version of the game for the KOF Collab, should you be summoning on this banner? So I'm not gonna lie, looking at this banner, it looks really good, man. Like, let's say you do pull Athena. Right? She isn't the worst unit out there, right? Like, she has some viability. She has some really good stats. Like, the thing is with this banner, all the featured units, if this is the case, if it's gonna be these 5 featured units, this banner is most likely gonna be not a must summon, but it's gonna be like a really good option to summon on. I would say that I don't know if I would drop all my diamonds on this banner, but I would say to put like a decent amount on this banner. I mean, we are gonna get some free tickets too, so you gotta take that into account before you do your summons. But if you're a pay-to-play player, I would actually buy the ticket to get one of the 4 KOF units, because if you get Kyo or Mega Rugel, it's a big dub, man. And even if you get Mai, it's not even bad, because she's a really good character too. Athena is the worst of the 4, but all of them are good in their own ways, right? And then not in like, if we don't even count Gowther here, like these 4 units are good. But now that we add Gowther on the banner, this banner is kind of insane, man. It's kind of hard to tell you guys not to summon because it's so good. But yeah, I would recommend do a few summons, you know, try your luck on the banner. I don't know if you should go the full 600, but definitely try and get one of these 4 KOF units and possibly Gowther if you can. That's my stance on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.